Go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Shout from the Heart. Let me move this mic down out of my face so I can see what I'm doing. There you go, that's better. Right up in here, that's better. Welcome to Shout from the Heart. I am your man, Isaiah Pfeiffer. You can see this podcast on my YouTube channel, Isaiah Pfeiffer on YouTube. You should see me in my cap and gown. Graduation was a success, as I talked about last week. And going to start off the show with some WNBA. At the end of the show, of course, going to open up with questions and stuff. And, of course, during the podcast, take questions as well. And then break down what you see here before you, because the schedules came out Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Schedules are out. They're finalized. They're done. But before I get to all that, I got to give the women their flowers. Not so much too much flowers for this one person that I'm about to mention. She is the number one overall pick in the WNBA draft this past year. Caitlin Clark had 10 turnovers. Did have a score of 25 points, but that outweighed it. The 10 turnovers outweighed it. Then we go to last night, where on the sports show, my church does the sports show, crossover sports show. You can catch that on 100.7 WLJF FM or on the Love and Faith Radio app. Caitlin Clark scored 9 points last night. Terrible. And it wasn't just her. I'm not blaming her. It's just the fact that we have this notion in sports that if you are drafted at a certain number and certain height and you got all this hype around you. See, if a person on Facebook and I were discussing this whole situation, and I said it doesn't matter what you do in college, and one good season in college does not outweigh what you're doing right now in the WNBA. You beat Angel Reese last year. Knocked her out of the playoffs, that's fine, but let's not forget who beat you for a national title. If college career stats matter, which they don't, college career stats kind of just build your resume as to why you deserve to be in the pros. So they matter, but they don't matter. But nobody, once you get to the pros, nobody really cares about what you did. It's what you done for me lately type of business. That goes for the NBA, WNBA, NFL, soccer, whatever sport you play on a professional level. That's what it comes down to. Nobody's going to really care per se what you did in college, but I digress. Caitlin Clark, her coach, the head coach of the Indiana Fever, said we can't stop the bleeding. We need to figure out a way to stop the bleeding. And that's not a subtle shot. She wasn't trying to say that to Caitlin Clark or anything like that. It's just that a general statement, question and answer type of thing, because one of the reporters asked her, hey, you guys lost the second game in a row. What's going on? Why y'all not looking? And the coach was like, well, and I'm paraphrasing, we're not bringing that toughness on the court. We're not stopping the bleeding when we're in trouble. So on the other side, she didn't have a very impressive stat line either, but I'm going to talk about Angel on this side because she did have 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And last night, Caitlin Clark did cut down the turnovers to 3. So that cut it down. But Angel Reese, she had turnover trouble too, don't get me wrong. But it was not no 10 turnovers, it was 2. And it wasn't even really like turnovers per se. It's just, I lost my handle and the ball's on the floor, somebody else got it and took it and scored. Our bench, Chicago Sky's bench, they act like just when Angel Reese is on the bench, they can't play worth of crap. That seems like another team that I'm about to discuss here in a few minutes. But we got to figure out that bench because Codorso is going to be gone for about 4 to 6 weeks. Codorso was drafted number 2 behind Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese is number 7. But I digress. People wanted to say, well, Angel Reese is not as better because Caitlin Clark was drafted at number 1. Well, is she playing like number 1 though? No. And I'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Everybody that came in the draft, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But I'm only going to give you so much leeway because even though you are a rookie, the hype that surrounds you, you got to show up or show out in the NBA, WNBA. Go ahead, Mom.
So, the question is, because they were young women, now they're playing against grown women. So, don't they deserve grace?
They do. They do. But like I said, to an extent. Because even though you are a rookie, it's your first year, you just getting your feet wet in this. Yes, you do deserve some grace to an extent, though. Because all this hype, but see, it's more magnified because you're drafted at number 1. And I'm referring to Caitlin Clark now. Caitlin Clark had all this hype around her because of what she did in college, in the college level. Oh, well, Angel Reese, they're going back to the championship. No, Caitlin Clark lit you up. And she's not even scoring threes. She's just trying to get her feet wet. And you got to also take into consideration the system that they're in. The coaching styles is different from college. So I will give all that leeway. But you were drafted number 1 for a reason. You were drafted number 2 for a reason. You were drafted number 7 for a reason. Anybody in the top 10 was drafted that high for a reason. So you need to play at an elite level. But I digress. Let's get to the main event. Let's get to what everybody wants to talk about. That's the NFL schedule. See, here, should I go with preseason or should I just stay in pros? Like the regular season? I should break down the whole season, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Whole season.
That's preseason as well, right?
I think everybody's starting to get excited about NFL.
Okay. Preseason, we got the Ravens first, then the Patriots, then we close out the preseason with the Vikings. Ravens, we're going to see them again in the regular season, but I'll get to the regular season in a minute. The Ravens have a little streak going on, which people care, but people don't really care if you're undefeated in the preseason. What's being undefeated in the preseason going to prove? Nothing. The preseason means nothing.
It's
all
like
it
practice.
all it means is training camp to the starters. And for the rest of the guys that were drafted, it means either you're going to be on my team or you're going to get cut. Because in the NFL, you only keep 53 people. Sorry. So, somebody's got to go. Patriots, we did beat them in the first game last year. Yeah, barely. I just saw the film to that. Me and you yesterday, Justice.
Barely beat Colts.
That's right. We barely beat the Colts too, but we ended up beating the Giants now, didn't we? And convincingly. And then we got the Vikings, which we barely beat them. Yeah. But the year before last, we blew them out the water, 24-7. And that was the Super Bowl run. And I think everybody remembers the Super Bowl run. But I hear through the grapevine, and I've watched off season, we looking like we can
go back.
We looking that way. I'm not gonna turn into one of them boys now. Them boys will tell you regardless, hey, we don't care how the team looking. We going to LA. We going to Vegas. We going here. This year we're going to New Orleans. Them boys, if you let them tell it. Yeah, if you let them tell it. The schedule is out now. We're going to be I know how they talk. We're going to be undefeated. We going to win the division again. We're going to be the first team to do that since the Eagles did it in 2005. You know this. Even Uncle and them, they already planning this out. I know how the Cowboys
your cake lady said, wow.
Yeah, you too. You too. I know how y'all playing this season out now because y'all got so much high expectations. You guys are rightfully so have high expectations. 5 Super Bowl championships. But let me remind you, you have not been in the past 2 decades. You have not been to the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for Jerry Jones, you would have at least had 6. Maybe 7. A case could be made for 7. You would have at least had two championships.
I really believe the way Dak played this past season.
He scared me.
I don't know what the disconnect was when it came to Green Bay, but I was really believing they were going to take it there. And I don't know what happened, and I know a lot of people want to blame Dak, but Dak played his butt off all season. He played
his fault.
His butt off all season. I don't know what it was.
It wasn't his fault. I'll tell you what it was. It was the guy that they got rid of for a head coaching job in the Commanders.
So you have a question. What's your thoughts on the Lions?
The Lions made it to the NFC title game.
Yeah.
And lost to a better team because your coach was overly aggressive. See, Dable, one thing about him is there's a time and there's a place.
We just need
wasn't
to win
the right
game.
time for that.
Mm-hmm.
All you needed was, at that situation, if I remember correctly, you were only down by a field goal. All you needed was a field goal to tie it. They come back, and because you decided to be overly aggressive, they come back and they score a touchdown off of your mistake. So it's a time and a place. He could be aggressive all he wants to. Keep everybody. Don't try to get nobody new. Keep all the pieces. What you got in the draft, keep those pieces, and you'll be fine.
Goff got paid, they say.
Goff, rightfully so.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Listen, if I took my team to a playoff berth, since what was it, 19 something or 2000 something? I don't remember off the top of my head. Forgive me, because they said it earlier on before the schedule release, and I just don't remember the year, how long it's been before this past run. But it's been a while. I would get paid too. Man, wouldn't even want to play quarterback. You know what position I would want to play? I want to play fullback or running back, because I like to run. That's all you need to do. I don't need no fancy routes to remember. I don't need no route to run up here. All you do is just hand me the ball. I can run. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, Goff deserves everything he got. I really agree.
Speaking of the Packers and staying within that division, guess who gets to go to Brazil the first game on a Friday night?
EAGLESEO.
Yeah, you said it. You see it. You see it. I do predict that a loss. Here's why. Here's why I predict that a loss. And I you say maybe, but you got to look at this.
We have to be on our A game, pretty much.
You have to look at the fact that Fangio has already came out and said that we're going to change our defense every game, per game, based off of what the team does. And so we already know we got the right type of defensive coordinator there in that area, because you don't want to go into the game and play the same defense, because offenses can adapt.
True.
And on vice versa, what part of his job is going to be Kellen Moore. You know, he's going to give Kellen Moore a lot of stuff to look at on the other side, the opposite side, because we know Green Bay is a run team, but they can also pass it deep. So we're going to have to play a cover 2, cover 3 defense for them. I don't know about the rest of the season, but I do.
Spencer's mom is on. But I don't think Spencer's home yet.
Oh, man. More space.
I don't think
I'm going to the prom.
And he was so cute.
On May, what was last Friday?
Oh, it was
May
last Friday. And
13th.
he looked cool, didn't he?
Yeah.
We love Spencer.
I'm going to.
He might not be home yet.
Yeah. More space. I like him.
I do too. We have to order one of those shirts so we can wear it.
He's got a shirt that actually says that?
Yeah, he has a shirt.
I want one.
Isaiah wants one. We'll have to get one. We'll have to go on the.
It's like his biggest fan right now.
I know. I think our Wi-Fi, is it out? My phone is flickering in and out.
No, mine is working. Mine is good.
Yeah. All the Wi-Fi is good? Okay.
Yeah.
It should be.
We're sorry, you guys. We are having bad thunderstorms here in North Carolina. So if it looks like we're
going in and out.
In and out. Go ahead, Isaiah. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Continue.
The Falcons are the second game. Monday Night Football slot. Wow, we got a lot of primetime slots. We got about 5-6 primetime slots. So the NFL did not disrespect us. Because we did win games and we did start off hot. And then
We dropped.
Sirianni and then Desai and then Patricia and then... Oh my God. I don't even want to relive that. Last time I saw the Falcons, we beat them.
We did?
Yes, that was Jalen Hurts' first game as a full starter. Yeah, we barely beat them. Barely beat the Colts.
Ha!
Oh, Julie says, what does Isaiah think about the Giants for this year? I don't know. I think it's going to be all
Third
over
place.
the place. You
Third
think they'll
place.
be third? You think Dallas is going to be second?
Dallas is second, of course. And you know I'm going to say us first because we always flip-flop the division lead. They took it last year. It's only right that the Eagles come back and take it this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know what?
Giants
The Giants
are-
kind of scaring me because they're going to be definitely revenge on us this year with us having Saquon.
And who is their running back?
I don't know.
Who did they got on defense besides
don't know.
Thibodeau that can
They
actually
did let
stop
a lot
us?
of people go this year.
Exactly.
They
So
So they let a lot
They
of
lack-
valuable pieces just leave.
they lack defensive depth.
So
They lack defensive depth, but I tell you who doesn't lack it. My buddy from the Saints. Now I'm sorry, but we have to do our thing. The Sunday that we see you. I'm sorry, and I'm also sorry for my former wide receiver Perry. Sorry for that too. Nothing personal. It's just business. When we come to New Orleans, we gonna take them out. Sorry, the Saints ain't gonna be marching in. They're not gonna be marching in nowhere. Then we got the Bucks. You remember the Bucks? We meet them on Monday night, but
And
remember
lost.
what happened in the playoffs?
Who's the Buck? Oh, we played them
Buccaneers.
before.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
42-9. Why? Because nobody wanted
Well,
to change up the offense or the
I
defense.
would, however,
And that led
my
us
phone keeps
to losing.
flip-flopping and doing crazy stuff. Keep going, Zay. You keep going. I don't
And,
know. My phone's acting stupid.
We have a bye week
The
on week 5.
Yeah.
So if for any reason that anybody is injured, God, pray no injuries, then we have some time to catch up. And I like the fact that our bye week is early and not late like it
Yeah,
was last
5th
season.
week.
I like the 5th week, 4th week, you know.
Last
Give me
time
the
it was
early
like
one. It was
10th.
like the 10th week in the season.
Almost
then we had
11th.
to turn around and go to Arrowhead, which we did win that game. We got our revenge from the Super Bowl loss, but if you can't go to the Super Bowl and face that team, what good is it? What good is it? The Browns, speaking of Tom Brady's first game that he's going to be calling, is the Browns and the Cowboys on Fox. So, just so you know, I'm happy for Tom Brady. Now, I wouldn't cheat to deflate footballs, but that's another story.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that messed up his legacy right there. That's the only
Cheating.
thing that messed up
Cheating
his legacy.
just to win.
Tarnished. Speaking of the Giants, I don't see this as a revenge game, actually. I don't. Until you guys... I got to see how y'all do. But right now, I'm going to be really honest with you, and I'm going to really be cocky when I say this. You're not a threat to me. You're not. The only reason you beat us at home last year, and let me take my glasses off when I say this. The only reason you beat us at home last year was because Sirianni and Desai and Patricia were not on the same page. Thank you very much. You know good and well that you would have lost if we were clicking on all cylinders. We had the game, and we gave it to y'all. Gift wrapped. You're welcome. Let me put my glasses back on because I'm done with that. Now we get to the Bengals. Remember the last time we played the Bengals, Mama? 4-11-1 season.
You know I'm crushing on their quarterback. I think he's cute.
Burrow.
Well, we're going to crush the quarterback in which you crushing on. because
Joe Burrow.
Burrow, when we see you in Cincinnati, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you ain't a threat either. Cause you was hot when you was going on that Super Bowl run, and now you can't even stay healthy.
Well, he's got something to prove.
So do we.
Burrow.
The teams that have the most to prove are the most dangerous. And didn't we see the Jaguars already a couple years back? That was the Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
When we had, and we beat Dougie P in the rain.
We did.
But his defense has gotten better now, so I don't know what to expect off of that, But it'll be a homecoming, and then we
go against them boys.
Oh my gosh!
For the first time in the
first
season.
time, and then we always lose at home.
We always split.
Okay.
For some weird reason.
Now, 425, I get that. I'll take it, but I'm already counting this as one of the 3 losses because we always lose to them at home. We could go and surprise them, but I don't see it happening till later on in the season when we play them the second time. And then the schedule makers didn't do us any favors with this one. Oh, you played the Cowboys in Dallas? Come back home. Let's play the Commanders. With that fresh new quarterback face because we love the Eagles. You hate us, don't you?
Well, they say we have the easiest schedule.
The 9th easiest schedule. Okay.
9th easiest.
Packers are the first loss that I have on here. The second loss is the Cowboys because we always split. And
Ravens.
We got the Rams after we play the 2 division games that we play. The Rams are no joke, okay? Because they did take us to the wire last year when we played them. We ended up coming and turning it on in the second half because we made adjustments. But, yeah, that's a dub right there, too.
I see automatic win.
Lamar, that's...
No,
this,
not that
that's
one.
A loss. That's
not
a loss.
that one.
That's
the next one after that.
That's a
Panthers.
That's a loss. Panthers, you
Yeah.
got wide receivers, but what good are wide receivers
without
when
a
you're
line?
coming to Philadelphia with no line? You're facing the top offensive line in the league, the bottom of the pit in defense, but Fangio gonna get us right back up in the top 10 this year.
I hope so.
Thank you.
So and then we gotta turn around and have a battle in Pennsylvania. The Battle of Pennsylvania here. The Steelers.
Yeah.
And then Washington.
We beat the Steelers bad in that Super Bowl run. Bad. That was the acrobatic catch. You see that with A.J. Brown doing the acrobatic stuff? Man, that was so awesome. Then we got the Commanders again. Don't need to go too much into that.
Yeah, we win.
We're going to sweep the Commanders and we're going to sweep the Giants because we want our licks back. Now, the last games, they always say to be determined because they want to save that time for anticipation. And then we got the Cowboys second time around. We're going to beat them at home.
Okay,
Yeah.
baby. So...
Questions time.
Yes, Miss Julie wants to know about the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
They're going to lose tonight to the Pacers, and we're going to have a Game 7. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Y'all not going to take Y'all not going to take it. You are in Pacers. You're in Indiana, okay? They won both games at home, if I'm not mistaken. Pacers won both games at home. You're going to Indiana Pacers Stadium. Now, I'm not saying that the Pacers is going to win the series, but y'all not going to beat them tonight. Halliburton, he was lighting y'all up from the 3-point line. You can't guard him, you have no chance of closing out this series. Look at what happened to Joker last night. He got lit up at the 3-point line too.
Really?
Oh yes. This going to Game 7. We're going to go see a Game 7 on Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, whenever they decide to.
It's a good thing that
Game
Joker
7, Julie. He's saying it's going to be a Game 7.
And for the sake of my show, for the picks that I made yesterday on the sports show, that would make me 2-0 because I picked the Pacers to win that game.
Yeah.
And he does radio. Do your radio station for him right quick.
What? The Birdman 100.7
Yeah.
WLJF app and 100.7
How many
WLJF.
points? How many points are the Pacers going to win tonight? Do you think it's going to be a blowout?
No, it's not going to be no blowout. That's hard to say because it's going to be. I think it's going to be close, but not that close. Maybe a 6-point difference.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
that their series is intense here lately.
But this ain't the first time they played in the playoffs though. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget the fact of last season and seasons prior to where they went in the NBA playoffs and squared off. So this is classic basketball. If LeBron's not in it, hey, at least Kyrie Irving is still standing.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving, that's what kind of shoes Lyric has, is Kyrie Irving
The
shoes.
Kyries.
The Kyries.
Any more questions? I had to kill a snake today. Well,
Oh,
somebody
yes.
had to.
Tell them about that story.
Yeah, because mom is flipping out. Zay, 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 Zay.
I did
It's a
flip out.
snake.
Say your radio
Snake.
station stuff one more time. They want to know again. It's
100.7 WLJF FM.
and it's on Thursdays.
Thursdays 7 to 8.
Eastern.
7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time.
Crossover Sports Show.
Crossover Sports Show. Yep.
I will also text it.
Yes. It's a lot to remember. See, Radar has that job of doing all the reads and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have that job. I just run the board
He's
and
the
talk when
engineer.
I need to talk. You know, there's
It's legal here too.
what's legal. What's legal?
Well, I don't know if it's legal everywhere. Sports betting.
It's legal here in North Carolina. Certain states
Yeah.
have not legalized that yet. It's
Yeah.
kind of like marijuana. Marijuana is legal in the state of North Carolina.
So,
So-
well, not
In
yet.
some parts.
It's not legal yet. I think if you have a ounce, you don't get. I don't know. I don't want to say because I don't know that law yet.
Well, it's because that drug is not a threat.
Well, we don't know. We
Well,
don't know.
I mean, if you look at
Well,
it,
we don't know. We don't know what the law is here, so I don't think we need to say what North Carolina law is.
I do.
No,
That's what
I'm
I was
saying it
going
hasn't
into.
been passed.
No, I'm talking about as far as why it's not legal in certain parts. I know why.
Oh,
Because
I wouldn't say why because we don't know for sure until it's like I know it's in the what is it? North Carolina Senate?
yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the Senate.
Yeah. Isaiah, you need to be a commentator, somebody Miss Julie said.
Well, you contact NFL Network and whatever network needs to be contacted.
You would
and
love
let
it.
me know.
Yeah.
I'll go up to LA
He
because that's where the studios
Absolutely doesn't act like this. Once this camera is off of him, he is as shy as can be. But as long as the camera's on, he's okay.
are. Yeah, pretty much.
So about the snake story.
Where you might get
Yeah,
me
you
straight
brought me
to-
back because all the questions and stuff was coming, and you brought me back to the snake story. So, Mom, Zay, there's a snake! There's a snake! I'm like, okay, let's relax. Let's take a deep breath. I go and get the shovel. She grabs the shovel from me, literally grabs it, and starts literally pounding
I was
the guts out of this snake, and she's on the phone calling Dad. She's look. I'm holding the phone, and
well because the snake act like it was about dead.
Mama,
What?
you sent that snake from heaven to hell to heaven again. you were judge, jury, and executioner.
Hey, all I know is I was just putting one of those solar lights out to kind of be on that side of the house. I looked and there it was. And it scared the bejesus out of me. And I didn't know what else to do. Thank God Isaiah went and got the shovel and I just stabbed it 20 times.
Was it a garden snake?
Yes,
I
it
don't
was.
know
It was
what it was.
It was a black snake. I saw it, but it was small. It was harmless. It wasn't
Yeah, I
even
mean,
like that. It wasn't even big enough to be a threat.
It is a threat if it's a snake.
Mom,
It was a baby.
it's not gonna bite you.
You don't know that.
It
for
wasn't
sure.
like a baby, but it was I could tell by the size
It probably
of it.
has
It was a
to
baby.
grow its teeth.
It wasn't no.
just a little
It
bit
was
more.
blending in with the mulch.
And?
That's why I raked it off to the other side with the dead skin guts that you decided to just proceed to stab over and over and over again.
I didn't want it in my habitat.
Yeah,
Well, it would have been
wouldn't
dead.
have gotten into the house. I assure you of that.
They don't
bird
stand
would've
a
got it.
chance. All my frustration went out on that one little teeny snake. And now I'm on a mission, you guys, to buy all the snake away and whatever. I'm going through the whole yard with snake away. I promise.
A bird would have just came and got it. You could have just
No.
left it.
No, you get somebody that's locked up in the cage right now, and she would have got it.
Yeah, Alma would have killed it. However, Alma wasn't around there at the time.
Yes, she was. She was behind me, but I put her back in the fence. I didn't want her to kill it. I wanted me to kill it, or you to kill it. Because if she would have got it, the snake would have ran, and then you would have started freaking out. And because when they see dogs and stuff coming, they start to go in defensive and start slithering, doing all that stuff.
Well,
And they're in defense mode. And they're ready to bite.
Somebody asked me today, do I do social media relationships? I
what? Where did that come from?
I'm opening up the questions. So I don't, because I'm old school. You could talk to me on social media and call me bae or whatever you want to call me. But if you don't go through the one that's holding the TikTok camera right now, or the one that's going to be seeing this podcast later on throughout the week, if you don't go through either one of them, there's nothing. If you don't even, want to see me in person. So, social media relationships, nah. You better off coming to see me face to face.
Well, it's dangerous.
Yes. Very dangerous. And now,
Okay. Yeah, they're very dangerous because you don't know people's age anymore. You can be catfished. It's just not, they can tell you one thing and be living something completely different on a phone. So it's very dangerous. So I think our message today with that is be very careful that you don't get scammed or you don't get hurt and get caught up in a situation that you don't truly know. So it's better to know people in person and who they are and not allow them to text you and inbox you crazy stuff and make you feel good about yourself first, so you don't have to listen to that craziness. That some of these people are terrible. I think the other day I got an inbox and the guy said, "You can just be my sugar mama." You don't even know me. Like, that's very dangerous. I blocked them. So you just gotta be careful with that.
Blocked a lot of people
Yeah.
for crazy foolishness.
Yeah.
To sum that up, be careful of what you do on
Social media.
yes.
I-
Very.
I-
You don't even go. No, it's fine.
Be quiet.
So yeah. Oh yeah, Miss Lyric will start being here
In a few hours.
in a couple of weeks, and she will be able to be on the podcast, and you guys can see her then. But right now she is at gymnastics.
She's at Nastics.
That's what she calls it.
Yeah, she's at
Gymnastics.
Nastics. She was working hard. When I left, she was working on her floor routine, and hopefully we'll get some good video of that once competition season starts.
Well, once this podcast is over, it's gonna be a quick turnaround for my mom and them. They literally
Yeah.
leave. So on
Gotta go
Fridays,
get
we don't
hot
even eat
mama.
till about 7:00, 7:30. By that time, I'll be watching.
Well, what are you cooking tonight, Isaiah?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you cooking?
Keeping it simple and making hot dogs.
Yay!
You making hot dogs? I had hamburger out, but I was
Yeah.
gonna
You
make
had
me a
hamburger
hamburger.
too? Okay, we'll do that then.
Yay!
I was asking you what you were cooking. Now you
No.
threw it back on me.
Yeah, we'll do whatever. How about that?
Grandma Ruby was on here.
Grandma Ruby. What she know about TikTok? She
Say, ching, 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 ching.
Oh God, no! Don't
We
start
got
that.
a new
We got a
song.
new song.
So
now.
lyric is
So
level
all
3.
that ching, 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 ching. I don't need to hear that no more. I don't need to hear all that no more. it's sad when you can recite the whole thing.
Well, yeah, because lyric is compulsory, so most people who know anything about gymnastics knows each girl's floor routine is different on the ones that you see on TV. But with the compulsory, everybody does the exact same routine for beam, for floor, for vault, for bars. And so we will hear the same song the whole competition.
Is it better than the last one?
It's faster. It's like 1920s. It's like dun 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 dun. So it's a little faster than the other one. Lyric can do it, so it's gonna be cute. And I'll make sure to try to post some of her videos. A lot of her videos, you can hear me. Yeah, the same floor routine. Yes, we do the same floor routine. Isaiah went to one. We know next time that we're going to probably take our chairs because people were really, really close on him. He got really tensed and stuff.
Especially when we had a Cardinals game.
And then we had to, like, the music is loud. It's a lot going on. So, I don't know. Anybody who takes their child that is dealing with autism in any kind of way, I think, especially Isaiah's a sensory person, so whatever's heightened drives him insane. So at that time it was just a lot going on. People were very, 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 very rude. Like, they just stayed right up on him even though they could see he wasn't like comfortable. I'm gonna let Isaiah answer this question. What is Lyric best at? Beam or vault or uneven bars?
The highest score she's got was on the beam, if I remember correctly. That was one of
beams and bars. Scores. Yeah, her highest score at level 2 in beam was a 9.3, and vault was a 9.5. No, not vault, but bars. Vault I think is like a 9.3.
9.3, 9.4.
She's better at the bars and the beam.
But she loves bars, and she's starting to really love beam. Floor was a little tricky for her. I think she's got it this year. She would finish early before the song was over. I think, what's the highest she got for floor? 8?
Almost a 9.
Yeah, I think
8.5.
Yeah. Oh, she loves bars. She loves bars.
She do those all day.
She can do the bars all day. All day. She hated beam, but then she's really good at it, very poised. I don't know why she hated it. What do you like to see her do, Isaiah?
I like to see her do it. Period.
Isaiah likes to see her do it. She is taller. Yeah, she's taller than Justice, and her legs are getting a little long.
Taller than me?
Yes,
she's taller than you.
Yes, she is.
I'm short.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
She's taller than her brother. Yeah, she's kind of tall, but not tall. She's very muscular. Woof, muscles through those legs and arms. It's ridiculous. She's probably going to be in here with her brother. She is probably going to be right up under her brother when she gets out.
Now, you know.
And play. And Isaiah, believe it or not, you guys, instead of a stress ball, he'll sit and rub Lyric's hair. Lyric's hair is all the way down past her midsection of her back. So it's real soft. So Isaiah does love to rub her hair, and Lyric loves it, and she just loves her Zay Zay, and she turns Isaiah's room into her playroom. She brings all the baby dolls.
So speaking of people coming over here, you know, in June we have something at our church called the Quarterly Fast. When this happens, somebody who likes football, somebody you've seen twice on this show already, is coming and returning, and we're breaking down this schedule together.
Dad will be here.
You'll be here in June. Date to be determined in June, but it will be a Friday.
June is busy for us. Isaiah, how do you feel about your graduation and all the graduation stuff you did?
It's done. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for the degree to actually come in the mail right now. So
Alumni.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what alumni means?
You're never going back.
Isaiah, somebody, Miss Julie asked this. Isaiah, do you like baseball?
I do. You want to invest and get me something Yankee? Because I don't have anything Yankee, and I'm dead serious.
Yeah, he's a Yankee fan.
I have Wake Forest baseball jersey, but I do not have anything Yankee related.
Yes. So, tell them your teams again, guys. Everybody doesn't know. NFL,
NFL is Eagles,
college,
Wake Forest, all three sports.
all three of them. Yep. And currently NBA.
Undecided.
And the reason why,
LeBron James is undecided, and Bronny James might not even come out. So I'm undecided.
he's undecided.
He's not on the
But he is a
roster.
LeBron James fan. So basically, all in his room, as you can see.
And Angel Reese as well.
And
Oh,
For him.
anybody can
Angel Reese.
get that? I need a picture of her somewhere. I might. I need the jersey, something.
We bought more, and so.
You know,
And
I'll settle for a shirt, and then I will figure out the jersey myself.
He doesn't have a hat or jersey, so it wouldn't even matter, Julie. He just loves the Yankees. We are diehard Yankee fans. And how did we get into baseball? You want to tell them that story? Because that's somebody
Jay.
special in your life.
Jeremiah, he started playing baseball
At 2.
at 2 years old, and so just stuck with it. I personally like college baseball because it goes a whole lot faster than what the
We
pros
love
do.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I love Aaron Judge,
We
but I personally would
like
sit
Bryce
and watch.
Harper, too, so we're kind of throw
Oh, yeah.
that out there, too.
Yeah, but we can't stand the Red Sox. I'm sorry.
Yep.
If you're
Don't
in
like
the
the Red
Boston
Sox.
area, nothing against you, but that rivalry runs deep.
Deep.
Just like the Eagles and the Cowboys, that rivalry runs deep. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And no one asked us to.
Ha. Haha.
So, yeah. But that's his brother.
Chicago Sky, WNBA, but let's get it correct and straightened
Yay!
out
They're
right now.
Yankee fans.
Oh,
yay!
Yes!
Now,
And we just won the other night.
Yes, we did.
So-
And Jeremiah has the World Series Derek Jeter jersey,
Still fits.
and it still fits. He still
Shoot.
wears it.
That was our best season.
That
was
was our best
1998.
season.
That was
I
the
really
best
want us
season.
to go back to the World Series. I really do.
You do have something Yankee.
No, we
What?
don't.
That baseball that I gave you, it's not like something that you can wear.
No, he don't have anything.
No. That you gave that to me because your brother had that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about something that somebody else gave me or I bought.
yeah. And so we're currently in that. Oh wow, you went to Jeter's last game. Oh my goodness, my other son, who's 24, Jeremiah would have just loved that. But he's got Derek Jeter's what is it? It's not semi-pro, but the league before you go to the MLB, and it was here in Greensboro, and he has that baseball card.
Mm-hmm. He also got a plaque in Justice's room.
Mm-hmm. He has a
sitting
plaque.
there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we love us some Yankees, and I just wish we could go to World Series.
Yeah, I would sit there and watch it too.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you
Now
something.
everybody in my family is
Braves or something.
Braves, and my little baby cousin plays for the Diamondbacks. But I mean, good for him. But I'm still a Yankee fan.
Like that. I don't care about the Braves. The Braves are overhyped and overrated.
So
I don't care if they won the World Series a couple years ago. That emphasis on a couple years ago.
yeah.
So overhyped and overrated. Do I have any more questions?
Oh no, that was it. That was it. And my phone is going dead.
And on that note, we end this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yes, and tell Miss Julie we want to see some videos of Spencer.
Send me some
videos of Spencer.
Videos of Spencer. I need a link to the shirt so I can
Oh
look
yeah,
at
we need
pricing.
a link to the shirt so we can get him. He wants one. He loves to hear Spencer say more space.
More space. And again, I wish, but the tone of my voice.
You couldn't say. I know Spencer's tone is way better than Isaiah's. Isaiah's would have been like, more space. He'd have been mean about it. And Spencer's more space. Oh my God. I just want to kiss him.
More space. I'm going home on May 13th.
Nope. And they did not take him home. He had to stay there, but they did take him to the diner, Miss Julie said. They did take him to the diner. And I think he liked that a little bit. Oh, and he went to the Barnes & Nobles, which that's your spot. You used to love Barnes.
We have one in Greensboro.
Yeah, Greensboro's just too busy, you guys. And I know it sounds bad. But I think it would just be overwhelming for Isaiah to go to the one in Greensboro because it is always full of people.
I'd much rather go to a Starbucks and buy the Lightning Thief Percy Jackson. Oh, you can put that on the wish list too. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. I love that series.
Oh yeah, you do.
I love the TV show that came out on Disney Plus as well because it follows the book to the letter.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but
I guess I'm buying a new book now, Julie, because I opened my mouth about Barnes and Noble.
Well, it's not really new because I've read it before, but I somewhere along the line I didn't collect all of them.
Oh, okay. So we have to get that.
So I
one.
have to start from ground zero.
And you talk about Julie while you're on here. You talk about all the things that Spencer likes and he collects. This is all that. That's probably not all of it.
You got some down there too.
Because you got some back there, and then you got them down there. If you can see through all that. Yeah, that's the collection. All right, Isaiah, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
It's done.